friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tory if you are new here, and today we are going to do another $10 meal challenge. I am going to feed my family of 4 for $10 this week. I shopped at Walmart just because that is the cheapest right now, and we are getting pretty creative here. I eat vegan while my family eats the standard American diet. I'm super excited to share that I came in under $10. So for some of you in the last video that were pretty bummed that there was no meat, there will be a margin for you to add meat to this. We are using tuna fish, so it's meat, but it's a fish. But chicken drumsticks are super cheap, and you could add that to this if you wanted to. We are making enough for dinner, and then we will use leftovers for lunch. I've stated in the past that we eat fruit typically for breakfast or coffee. We are parents to 2 toddlers, so generally it's quick coffee and things like that, but there will also be enough room in your budget if you want to add some pancake bites or something like that. You could absolutely add eggs to this if you wanted to do little breakfast sandwiches. There will be enough in the budget to do that as well. Like I said, we are getting super creative. If you are excited to see what we made this week, let's get right into the video.
We just got back from our Walmart pickup order, and this is everything that we got. We came in at $8.63. I am just like elated, if you can't tell, that we came in at such a low cost. Obviously, these are going to vary where you are in the world, and I will leave all of the exact prices down in the description box below. So we are going to start out with the California style veggie mix. You could absolutely do just one solid veggie if you wanted. I'm going to do this yellow rice. It's seasoned saffron rice, and I got mine at my local Walmart for 33 cents in the Hispanic food section. So I'm like thinking they're putting all of like the ethnic foods in that section in my Walmart. So that is why I'm saying Hispanic foods. I don't necessarily think it's part of that, but I could be wrong. I have some seaweed there. You will see what we're going to use that for. I have some spaghetti noodles here, and we're going to use it for 2 different recipes. I have some lentils. I just did the 1 pound bag. The 2 pound bag is a greater value, but you can do whatever you want there. I also got these stars. They're noodles, and they are also 33 cents in the Hispanic food section. So always check there. There's spices in there and a lot of different items that are pretty similar to the, American food, but at a better price. And then we got some tuna, just a can here. I thought that was a good price. It's like 72 cents. I don't know. I haven't bought tuna in a very long time, but I thought that was a good price. And then we have tomato sauce here. We're actually using 2 cans of these. And then the garbanzo beans that I got had a dent in them. It was Walmart pickup. I didn't end up taking them back, but there was like mold growing around the side where it opened, where it got dented. So I'm just showing you that you could use garbanzo beans. And then I have some cream cheese here, and then I have a loaf of bread. You can get this on sale for 50 cents if you go in the store in the day-old bread section, but that's up to you here. So this is everything I got. Now we're going to go over the meal plan. So here is the meal plan this week. It is the $10 meal challenge, and we have around 7 meals. We're going to start off with some sushi rice bowls, and I'm going to meal prep some of these, and then I'm also going to make them for dinner as well. I have some star noodle soup in a bread bowl or served with bread. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. And then I have some spaghetti lentil bolognese, so it's just lentil instead of ground beef. Then I have some lo mein stir fry, as well as some curry rice. Now these are my 2 here that you might need some soy sauce and you might need some curry powder. And then we're going to do little pizzas. They're actually going to be like pizza grilled cheeses. That's the best way for my kids to eat pizza. And then I was going to do veggie burgers. I'm actually not going to, but there's plenty in here if you needed to make veggie burgers. I'm going to try and drop all of the recipes for you down in the description box below, and let's get into these meals. We are starting off with the lentils. I'm doing a half bag of lentils and about 2.5 cups of water with some salt and pepper. I'm just going to keep that boiling for around 15 to 20 minutes. And then I am going to mix together our first little meal. So we are doing some tuna, a little bit of the cream cheese, green onions, and some Sriracha. So I'm including some sauces in here just because you can get them for free. I'm also including these green onions because once you buy them, you can just keep growing them. So I'm going to include them. You don't have to add these sauces and items to your meals. I'm just offering you some enhancements, we shall say. So you're going to need like a half block of your cream cheese. You're going to need that tuna, and you are going to mix that together. And this is going to top our sushi bowls. And then I was thinking you could also use it to do like a tuna melt. But if you are vegan, you could get a can of chickpeas, which is pretty inexpensive. And then you could also get vegan cream cheese at King Soopers. The Simple Truth brand right now is on sale for $1.99. So that is only 42 cents more than the cream cheese that we bought. That is an option if you would like to go to 2 different stores and you are a vegan who is subscribed to the channel here. So I ended up cooking the rice per package directions. It's pretty simple. And then I topped it with that tuna mixture as well as some sesame seeds. And then I put in some seaweed. You can kind of like fold everything together and make little sushi bites. My kids love this. The Sriracha was not too hot at all, but you could absolutely omit this. And this made around 7 servings. So it lasted us for dinners and lunches for the week, and it was super filling. So the lentils are done cooking at this point. Those sushi bowls were for tonight, and I am going to just put this lentil mixture together. So all I have is that can of tomato sauce, all of those lentils, so a half bag, and then another half can of the tomato sauce. And I'm going to season this with some garlic powder, some sugar, and some salt. Again, you can add seasonings if you want to. A lot of us have seasonings on hand, but I said in the beginning of the video, if you visit your ethnic food aisle, you can find a lot of spices and seasonings at a really great price. Just look it up, see what it is. It may be called something different, but they taste just as good and they are cost effective. I am cooking up the entire box of spaghetti to go with the lentil bolognese. I'm only using half of the box of spaghetti for this dish, but I'm also going to cook up the rest so I have it to make something in the week. We don't have a lot of time when we come back home during the day, so I just like to do little hacks here and there. And then this is the spaghetti from that night. I topped it with some parsley and I have some fresh bread. You can put butter on the bread if you wanted to, but this was super delicious, very filling, and we had leftovers. I just thought I'd show you my little toddler spaghetti hack. I have these scissors that are designated kitchen scissors, and I just cut it up here so it's easier for them to eat. I'm gonna split this into 2 little plates here and get the kids' dinner ready. Next up is this curry rice risotto dish, we're gonna call it. We're using another 4th block of that cream cheese, and then we are spooning in some warm rice here. I'm gonna add in some chickpeas, a little bit of curry powder, salt, and pepper, and then I'm going to mix that together. You can serve this with vegetables, or later on in the week, I ended up kind of frying these up like arancini, I'm not sure how to say that. They are like Italian rice balls that are fried. They have like fresh Parmesan on them with tomato sauce, but I was trying to do something like that and it came out super delicious. Don't skip this one. I know a lot of you think these flavors might be too unique, but this was delicious. It really stood out and the kids loved it.
Just to be with you somehow, unexpected love.
Next one is super easy. It's going to be that chickpea noodle soup. So I am just using another half can of the garbanzo beans. I'm using half a bag of the vegetables here. And then I'm going to put in 3 cups of water and then just a little bit of soy sauce, like a splash for sodium, as well as that big bag of stars. I'm going to cook it up to a boil or until that pasta is ready, and I'm going to serve it up with some bread. So here is the noodle soup all together. It has a really awesome flavor. I know it seems plain, but it was really delicious, especially with that soy sauce. And then put in some fresh garlic if you have some. If not, garlic powder works. And then I just ended up meal prepping this, so I will serve it with some bread. And I just ended up putting those extra veggies on the side of the curried rice dish, and it was super delicious. I know I've been saying that about all of these meals, but wow, I have been thoroughly impressed so far. Next up, I don't really need to show you how to make. I'm just taking those leftover noodles, putting some soy sauce in there. I added chickpeas, but it's not necessary. This was filling as is. I have some of the leftover veggies as well as some of that seaweed, and this bowl has become our veggie lo mein on our meal prep list. I am going to take majority of this for lunches this week. Next up is the kids' favorite pizza grilled cheeses. We've done this in the past, but we've just used mozzarella cheese instead. I'm just using this French bread, and this is how much we have left, so we can use that for more chicken noodle soup or whatever we're gonna do here. So I just have cream cheese on one half and tomato sauce on the other. I'm gonna fry it up on my nonstick pan and serve it with some more sauce. I also had quite a bit of this curried rice dish left, so this is what I was saying in the middle of the video, but I'm going to scoop it out and make little balls here and then fry it in some browned butter. I'm just using the Country Crock plant butter, but if you have a nonstick pan, you don't need to. Brown butter is super delicious. It's an Amish recipe that I follow. You essentially just brown your butter, and you are going to want to fry them on each side for around 5 minutes, and then you can use the tomato sauce for dipping.
All right, everyone, that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you got some inspiration to cook on the cheap. Again, we love doing challenges like this. We typically do it once a month, so if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit your bell notification so you can be notified every time we make a new video. If you are experiencing any food insecurity in your home, dial your local 211, find a food bank, church, school, anyone that gives a resource for food. That is for you. That is why they are there. If you are having trouble with any of that, please contact me. My email is always linked down in the description box below, and I can do my best to help you in any way possible. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, y'all.